name's Natalia Ruggieri. I'm majoring in Global Studies and Political Science, and I volunteered at Joel Nafuma Refugee Center during the spring 2021 semester. I learned about it through Temple and their study abroad internship program. I do a lot of things at JNRC. From 9:30 to 10:30, I help distribute breakfast and necessary supplies such as clothing, toiletries, and winter accessories. And then from 11 to 12, I help teach an English course once a week. And I also help JNRC research for their annual report for 2020 and for their migration course that anybody's allowed to take. JNRC's goal and mission is to help the refugee community within Rome adjust into the city. So we help with anything that needs to be done, legal services, breakfast, clothing. A lot of refugees are homeless, and so we help them with finding jobs or for surviving out, especially in the winter in the streets. And then we also provide counseling, job search, anything that helps the refugee community assimilate into a new city. I think one of the most eye-opening stories that I've heard was from a very young coworker at JNRC. Like a couple of other coworkers, he was once a refugee. He came from Italy, escaping violence and war and hoping to find a better life. He told me of a time when he was shot in his home country, and it stood out to me because he's someone who I've never seen angry and who always smiles and is a bundle of joy. People who were very own guests at the refugee center became workers at the refugee center. And when I think about my coworker, I think about how many people like him have come into this country to seek peace and a better life. And I can't even imagine how hard it can be for them when the country is not always welcoming to people of different ethnicities. I think the greatest takeaway from my volunteer experience is that it doesn't take grand gestures to improve the lives of everyone. Whether it's simply just giving someone a toothbrush or giving them a solid meal every day, you can make someone happy. You don't always have to be a famous activist in order to improve someone's life. And so I feel like this volunteer experience has taught me that small things throughout my day can make big differences. I think this experience will definitely influence me to become more active with the refugee and asylum seeker communities within the United States. I've always been interested in migration, and it's amazing to learn how other cultures and other countries mitigate the international refugee crisis. Working at JNRC has helped me to meet many new people and learn more about people's countries of origin and why they leave. I will use this experience in the United States to help refugees and asylum seekers assimilate into a community that I personally know more about. A lot of my education focuses on policies and the bigger picture when it comes to international relationships. JNRC helped me to focus on a specific community and a specific problem to solve. It's always important to learn from your communities what needs to be solved and how you can contribute to that. JNRC is a small organization compared to NGOs such as the UN, IOM, or World Bank. They focus on one specific problem at hand, which is refugees coming into Rome and how they can serve these people in the new community. JNRC helps my education in political science and global studies because it helps me to identify problems that the community truly faces by talking to them and interacting with them and working with them. I think advice that I would want to give to incoming students who want to work with the refugee community in Rome would be to be open to new cultures and different perspectives in life, and be prepared for working with people from different communities, religions, and identities.